This is Kieran. Basically, I'm going to ask you two questions. They're going to be the same question, once at the beginning and once at the end. Now, I'm going to post this on both CCG, Common Ground Canada, and my other channel, Duty Bound. The first question and the last question is, what do you believe a Canadian is?
Well, there's an easy answer to that. I'm not sure what it's called, but there's legislation governing what a citizen is. And anyone who fits within that legal framework is a citizen. Anyone who does not is not.
Okay.
Pardon me for a second.
Sure.
Herman, we're in the middle of an interview. This is incredibly rude to interrupt. If you need a cigarette, please have one. Are you a citizen of Canada, by the way? You are. When did you become a citizen? What? 10 years. So you're not like a landed immigrant, you were a citizen? Oh, so you're not a citizen. Okay.
All right.
We're doing an interview.
Excuse me, sir. Now, should Africans control their own African countries?
I think they should have the right to decide whether they want to.
Okay. Should Asians control their own countries?
It's the same answer.
Should Indians? Should every other ethnicity?
I think everyone should have the choice as to whom governs them, or a framework as to how.
Now, the last caveat to that, should whites control the West? Should whites control European countries, control America, control Canada?
Well, I'm going to say no, but I can go on a longer answer if you like.
It's up to you, whatever you want to say.
Sure. So, I've met some pretty dumb white people. And let's say the choices between some brilliant, compassionate, wonderful leaders of color, or some selfish, ridiculously subgenius white guy. Fuck that guy.
Now, why is it okay for one country but not okay for the other country based on skin color?
What country are we referring to?
So you said all other ethnicities should be able to control their countries. Why not for whites?
No, I did not say that. I said they should decide whether they should.
Yeah. So why should whites not decide that?
Because this isn't a white country, this is Canada.
Well, I mean, what I asked was
Should
whites control Europe, control America, Canada, basically
no.
white founded countries.
Is this a white founded country?
Yes.
The name Canada
Came from a native village, right? So we founded it and built it with white people and native people.
I disagree. I think we conquered it and took one of the names, spelled it differently, and put our flag
Kanata.
here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kanata.
still a city, just west of Ottawa.
Okay.
So I don't consider this a white founded country. My son's a Maliseet, Aboriginal person, people of the beautiful river, which is what it's called, referring to the St. John River in New Brunswick. I lived on the Oromocto First Nations Reserve in 2007, and a lot of fun, but disturbingly underfunded, and there's a lot of problems. And I think there's cities in Canada with similar problems of white people or of other ethnicities. I don't think color has anything to do with anything. That's all.
Okay. This is still touching on white people.
Sure.
If all white people disappear or go extinct, would you think that is something that is wrong?
No, because I'd be extinct. I'm white.
Yeah, but is that no or yes?
You mean if I'm the only white person left? would
No,
I-
if all white people go extinct, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
Oh, no, you can assign a good or bad to that. I mean,
Well,
There
what do
was-
you think?
well, you're asking me to evaluate a finality without understanding the road that got there.
Without like, let's just say, okay, how about I ask this? If all black people, without knowing the road that got there, if all black people or all Asian people, all any ethnicity of all of them just disappeared, is that a bad thing?
Again, it depends on the circumstances. In the here and now, if they were to go extinct tomorrow, that'd be a horrifying tragedy. However, if we're talking in 20,000 years, as
No,
we-
like 30
and
years.
that would be a horrifying tragedy. But if there are circumstances where it wouldn't be. In 20,000 years, if our human population is so mixed in culture, we've turned into simply one. I think South Park did an episode of it where everyone has they come through a time portal and
Oh,
and
I
they're
get
all
what you're
just a
talking
mix
about.
of different races. I mean, if that inevitably happens, then that's not a tragedy. That would be the natural course of our evolution on this planet, and so be it. But and should natural selection, perhaps a virus, take out all white people, that would be horrifyingly sad. I would hope that we would, as humanity, would come together to stop anything that would kill any large population. I mean, if it happens through war, that's a war crime. It's defined as a war crime. So obviously it would be a tragedy to lose any race or culture ever. So would it be a shame if white people went extinct within 30 years? Yes, horrible tragedy. Black people, horrible tragedy. And you can say that about anything.
Okay. What do you think about abortion used as a birth control?
I think that it's a very sad thing. I think anytime anything dies, it's very sad. I think there's enough people wanting children that we don't need abortion. I think people need to take responsibility for their actions. I also think people make mistakes. I recognize the argument that incest or rape are things. But I also,
circumstances, yeah.
but under normal circumstances, I disagree with abortion. I think human life, in its conception to its death, is a fantastic, beautiful thing. And I think to cull humans in any way is just awful.
I agree. What do you think about white people?
I love
A lot of these questions are put
Yeah,
in.
no, that's fine. I love
Um,
people. White, brown, purple ones should probably be made to breathe again.
I'm glad you said that. Okay, what do you think about, because of a lot of the unvetted mass immigration, there's a growing movement for mass deportation, which can pose a problem for people that have come here and actually worked hard. What do you think about unvetted mass immigration versus unvetted mass deportation?
Well, I like how we deport people. And when I say I like how we deport people, that's not saying I like deporting people. I like the way we handle it. We give the deportation candidate or the person subject to potential deportation notice. Then they have the right to appeal it. They can identify if it would be unsafe. Let's say, for example, someone coming for citizenship gets charged with an offense in which they serve jail time for more than 2 years. These people are potentially